ASpace, Conquer Reality. I'm Joshua, the CEO of ASpace.
I'm Shiva, the Chief Marketing Officer.
And I'm Om, the Chief Design Officer.
This is our presentation overview. Our vision is to be the leading augmented reality gaming and social platform. And our mission is to create a gaming and social platform that is more immersive and realistic like nothing before. And our values. We care and believe in creating a user-friendly app which can help connect people globally at a deeper level.
Now for our problems. We noticed that there's a market gap for online gaming as well as AR gaming platforms. Although there are gaming platforms out there like Steam, however, they do not provide AR games that you can play on your phone. Additionally, a lot of AR games out there do not offer a social platform where users can play online with their friends and socialize as well.
Our app will feature a platform where people can meet through augmented reality and play numerous board games. Our business model. Our revenue streams will be mostly from advertisement. We'll be selling spots for advertisement where a big portion of our revenue will be made. In-game purchases. People will be able to purchase products from the game to make their games more unique, special, and customized. Our cost structure will mostly consist of service, maintenance of apps such as Apple developer or Google developer fees, business costs such as meeting spaces and equipment for development, and so on. Our customer segments are users, which is our game users, independent developers outside of our team that can also find bugs and also develop their own game. We'll try and form partnerships with enterprises and schools so that they'll use our services for their employees or for their students. Our channels are mobile apps and AR glasses software. Our key resources are intellectual resources, financial resources, Swift and Atom, which is something we'll be using to develop our app. Our key activities are platform development, marketing, financial management. And our value propositions are staying connected, experiencing real-life games through AR, and customization of games and environments.
And now let's move on to timing. The timing for our app is also quite precise. Firstly, because of the many stay-at-home campaigns from COVID-19, there's been an immense pressure on the online activities. Additionally, there's been a surge in AR popularity, mainly because of the big advances made by major companies such as Apple, Google, and Microsoft in the AR technology field. Our competitive advantages of our app over indirect competitors and direct competitors is that we offer numerous board games such as Monopoly and various card games, and immersive augmented reality gameplay, an easy-to-use user interface which can be used by almost anyone, and a social aspect to a game where people can play online as well as with their friends.
Let's have a look at our app user interface as well as our app user experience. So first you open an app and they'll lead to a login or a sign up page. Once this process is complete, it will lead to the home page. Now, when you complete this process, when you open the app, it will lead straight to the home page. When you swipe right, it'll go to account where you can edit all your account information as well as edit your avatar, which will show up in your AR space room. When you swipe left 2 times, it will lead to your contacts where you can find recommended friends, add friends, and see your list of friends. Then you can swipe back and it will lead to the home page. You click the button enter, select friends you want to invite, and click enter again. Now you're in. Now you just select the options and the game's shown. When you click the icons, drop-down options like this will show. You can select the games and have fun.
Now for pricing and profits. Firstly, our game will be free to download on the App Store and Play Store. With this, there will be pop-up advertisements and limited access to certain games. However, if a customer subscribes to our premium version, they will have access to many more games and there will be no pop-up advertisements. Now our overall profits will come from advertisements, premium users, and through partnerships with enterprises such as schools and other companies. After the first year, we expect a monthly growth of 200% of users, which will also increase our annual sales. Now for our marketing strategy. Our target market will essentially be for all ages, but we are appealing more towards teen adults. Firstly, we will market our app on social media. We will place our advertisements on popular social media sites such as Instagram and Snapchat, as this is where teens and young adults are most active on. Secondly, we will use a word by mouth. This will require no money and has a high chance of attracting many more customers.
And now let's move on to our use of funds. Our use of funds would be for app development, such as for adding new features and adding new games. We can also use some of the funds for enhanced AR experience for our customers. Also, we can use some of the money for our design pattern for our app. And we can also use some of the funds for personnel development, such as we can ask advice to a software engineer so that we can make our app better for our users. And we can use some of the money for our business costs, such as for meetings and partnerships with other game developers.
Now for timeline and customers. Firstly, when is your app releasing? We are currently doing market research to improve our UI design. Once we are done, we hope to start creating the app that will take an estimate of 5 months. During this time, we'll be building up hype, spreading the word, and release teasers for a small launch event that we will host. And this will be very good for the marketing of our app. Now for potential customers, we did a survey of people who are interested in our app, and we gathered 174 responses. 0.6% said no, and 99.4% said yes.
ASpace, conquer reality.
Conquer reality.
Thank you guys. I think that was an interesting concept and idea. I think one question that I had was with regards to your last slide with your validation. You asked if people are gonna use ASpace when it's launched. Do you do any other survey questions? Because that's a very astute question to ask. Yeah. For your validation.
We primarily ask only this question.
Yeah, no, it's just for your validation. Like, do you validate your space enough? Like, are users really wanting to use like certain features, or what is it that they will pay for, or like what would they use?
I think it's mainly because we're offering a lot of board games, like especially during the time of like quarantine and other situations that may come. It's very difficult for people to interact and meet with other people and play games like board games like Monopoly or card games, which requires physical interaction. So we're going to be using AR technology to bring this to mobile devices such as iPads or iPhones. So people will be able to use our services, and it can be for families that are living in different countries. So it's just a way for people to connect more.
For my comments, I think you guys are in the right industry, the gaming, because if you were to combine the music industry and the movies industry together combined, they are still smaller than the gaming industry today. So it's a huge market, right? And also VR, AR technology is the future for sure, right? It's going to be the next generation platform that changes the way we interact with each other. But to be honest, the AR VR technology is not as market ready yet, right? Oculus is not that ready for the timing is not right. So you're under the second classification of startup. The way you need to do your fundraising, you need to make sure that your runway is longer than a traditional startup, because you're building an iPhone when no one knows what an iPhone is. You're in the second type of startup, not in the market ready type. So the average fundraising round for you have to make sure that you have a much longer runway than other traditional startup. And also you need to think about your business model again. I don't think people will be paying the premium version just not to watch the advertising, but rather you should monetize from the advertisers, right? Because you're gonna have a lot of eyeballs for your games, and you should not do Monopoly. AR VR technology, you can do a much more advanced game than just a board game or a Monopoly game, right? You should create a new generation of gaming, new experience altogether. So you're gonna get a lot of eyeballs for your game because the industry is huge. You should be monetizing from the advertisers. So how about this business model to think about, right? Say, for example, if I am the owner of Nike, right? I sell shoes, and I'm gonna pay you 1 million baht to have my advertisement on your game. and you need to make sure that I have at least 1 million eyeball on my ads. So what if you take that 1 million baht, right? And you say for those 1 million, first 1 million viewer, you get 500K in payments. For the first time in human history that you're watching advertisement and you're getting paid for watching advertisement, right? So you're doing the arbitrage here. Nike pays you 1 million baht, right? You're giving out to your viewers 500K. Then the difference is your profit to the company, right? It's a win-win-win situation. Users get paid to watch the ads, monetary value, right? Advertisers get 1 million view guaranteed, 1 million eyeball, and you also get 500K as a profit. That's a much better way. And instead of trying to grow your platform on social media, on different platform, when you're paying users to watch ads, they will come to you, right? They will come and download your app for free because they're getting paid from doing so. I think it's a much better way for marketing. Or you can push AR, VR technology beyond just the virtual world, right? AR, say for example, restaurants. Every restaurant is earning around 200% profit margin right now. Say if you partner with restaurants in Thailand and say you go and collect this avatar or this egg in this specific restaurant, you're driving traffic to the restaurant, and you can exchange this avatar or this egg in monetary value. Restaurant would pay you 30% just to drive the traffic into their restaurant because they are earning 200% profit, right? So you can use the money that restaurant pays you to pay for your users to go to this specific restaurant to collect these game items that they can also monetize in real money. Restaurant, they would be happy to pay 30% because they're earning 200% profit for driving traffic into their restaurant. So I think there are more ways that you can monetize than just using the premium subscription, ad-free version. And a quick comment on the pitch deck. By the way, you should not start with the team page, right? Team page should be right at the end. You should start with problems. You need to maybe restructure your presentation again. And with the team page, you should not just say name, surname. You should say why this is the right team, right? Tell us about your background, why this is the right team to make this idea happen. Just a quick few comments on my end.
I have a quick one to follow on top. I understand the time probably is running out. I think we should start at the pain point. I understand the game industry is actually one of the fast growing industry nowadays and don't really correlate with the current economy situations, which is a good news. There are a whole lot of ways that we can create the revenues and at the same time create the impact in the real world. So if I can hear this presentation once again, I would love to hear how these AR games actually create the social positive impact out of this crisis of situations, something like that you can close up or solve the pain point of the current scenarios. Well, great job. Thank you.